Hello and welcome to today's camper van talk, which is coming to you from Schuttelfeld in Germany, where I'm parked at the moment. It's a bit cold outside, it's Sunday afternoon, it's raining, so I'm going to sit in the van a bit. I thought I'd do more camper van talks. The reason for this is that when I go to an event, I've got lots of vehicles to get through and there's lots of stuff I just do not remember. Which makes it somewhat difficult for me, and whereas I do put the stories onto my site motorhomefulltime.com, people often seem to not want to go there. They want the information in the film. So if I actually write down my thoughts and then I record them in the van and I'll put up some film or some photographs, and then we can actually go through it like that. So I'll try and do this more often. It's easier for me, although it does take more time to do. I hope you can appreciate that if I go to a trade event and I've got maybe 20 to 25 vans to get through per day, trying to remember everything is incredibly difficult. Not only that, we're not given information up front, so it's just what I can pick up as and when I am there, so that really does make it very difficult. And added to that is the attitude of the trade fair. It depends, the attitude varies from one place to the other, but for example, to use Dusseldorf, which is the largest trade fair for motorhomes in Europe, they have a very negative attitude towards the press, and so this makes it, for me, a very difficult place to do anything there. We're talking about filming, talking about putting stuff on the internet, etc. Anyway, I've got that bit off my chest, so I should have told you at the beginning to move forward. Anyway, so today I'm going to talk about the new Ford Westfalia Nugget Plus van, which was introduced at the CMT Trade Fair in January 2018 in Stuttgart. Unfortunately, I don't have an inside film of it, but we have some pictures, so that might help. Now, I filmed the Ford Nugget at Dusseldorf in 2017, and I know a lot of people didn't like it. And the reason I didn't like it, well, first of all, it's the same reason always, it was the price. But the second reason that people didn't like it, said that it was too small, and so we have now a change in that, and Westfalia or Ford have got together and they've done something about it. So it's now a long version of the classic Nugget camper. It's based on the Ford Transit Custom Combi 340 L2, which offers more space for additional equipment with an additional 367mm wheelbase. The conversion to the Nugget Plus is the work of the Westfalia Mobile, well-known company. We've got a two-room concept, which has been basically retained in the new version, and it offers a kitchen unit with a chrome nickel steel sink and a double burner gas cooker. There's a 40-litre compressor cooler and tanks for fresh and wastewater, each with a capacity of 42 litres, as well as an outdoor shower on the back of the kitchen. Do you use outdoor showers? Well, you do occasionally. Could become in handy in a small van. Now, so that's relatively similar to what it was before. Now, but the room concept is different because we've got the extra 36 centimetres. Now, the rear of the vehicle, for the first time, has got a permanently installed toilet that can be shut off with a privacy screen or privacy screens, and there's an additional folding basin behind the left-sided kitchen block, meaning that one doesn't have to wash oneself and the plates in the same sink. Now, is that an issue? For hardcore campers, it possibly isn't an issue, but I can understand the purported hygiene reasons that some people mightn't want to wash themselves and the food in the same sink. Well, the plates anyway. So at the same time, we've got a redesign of the extended rear extension, which allows increased volume for storage, including rear hanging space, something I'm always going on about. The sliding door on the passenger side and the rear swing door provide comfortable access to the extended interior. The Ford Nugget also remains unchanged in the Plus version, and being one of the few real 5-seater campers, and offers two integrated Isofix brackets for child seats. Now, somebody wrote to me yesterday, what can you get for a camper van? There's 4 of us, and we've got a child. Well, there you have it. You can get a Ford Nugget, got 5 seats, and you've got place for the kids. 2, in fact. Or 2 child seats within the 5 seats. So, to enhance the comfort of the Nugget Plus, as well as other models in the Nugget family, rotating front seats with improved upholstery and contouring have been introduced. The foldable handbrake lever adopted by the current Ford Transit motorhome-based vehicles also facilitates the rotatability of the driver's seat. Even when tightened, the handbrake lever returns to the low starting position and thus remains outside the pivoting range of the seat. Now, I've often talked about this, particularly in regard to Mercedes vehicles. Do you want the handbrake where it is, and it can get in the way? And I think this is something we might have to return to at a later date, because there's other things. I seem to recall, and I might be wrong on this one, but I seem to recall that Citroen in their CX range or BX, I can't remember what it was now, maybe it was BX, at the beginning of the 1990s had this handbrake, which was an extra pedal, it was a 4th pedal, and it strikes me that that would possibly work better with camper vans. Now, I'm just throwing this one out because I can't remember the details about it, I can't remember what the problems were, but one of you might know, and you can write down why that doesn't work, or maybe it's a good idea. I don't know. I just thought of it as I was preparing to do this. Anyway, so you can have it if you in a Ford EcoBlue Euro 6 diesel engine, and you've got 2 output levels. You've got 130 horsepower or 170 horsepower. As an alternative to the 6-speed manual transmission, you can also get a 6-speed automatic transmission for both power levels, and around 40% of all Nuggets sold in Europe now have automatic transmission. That shows actually to be quite a little bit lower than one might have expected. Because my opinion, not my opinion, I don't like automatic transmission, I want a manual transmission, but I'm in a tiny minority, and I noticed that I did a survey amongst journalists in the motorhome sector about what they preferred, and it was a large room of people, and there was only me who wanted a manual transmission. So I think it shows how, and I noticed this also from what I've done in my Facebook group and others, that people do want automatic. So could it be that maybe younger people are buying Nuggets? That could be, I don't know, I'm just throwing that one out as an idea. Anyway, to return to the engine, they have state-of-the-art exhaust facilities with SCR catalytic converters, and they've got a 21 litre AdBlue tank. And the AdBlue filler neck is fitted together with the fuel filler neck under the fuel filler flap. So the Westfalia Nugget Plus starts as a converted complete vehicle with the EcoBlue 2-litre engine, and the cost will be around €60,000 in its standard form. Now you can get some optional extras as well, which are obviously going to cost more, and if you want more light, I'm always going on about light, you get a Westfalia conversion, so replace the small standard skylight with a large one measuring 700 times 500 millimeters for the front, and you can get an additional skylight at the rear measuring 400 times 400 millimeters. And if there's still not enough light for you, you can get an optional rear window for the high roof, which is 650 times 300 millimeters. So other additional features which you can actually, optional extras I should say, there's an outdoor package which includes a table and 2 folding chairs, and these can actually be built into the vehicle, so the space saving places. So the chairs go behind the kitchen block, and the table goes behind the rear swinging door. Bernard Schmitz, head of commercial vehicles at Ford, says that the first reactions are very positive, and that the vehicle will be available from the spring of 2018. Now, Ford Transit Combi has a fuel economy. Once you're knocking around town, you expect around 7.7 litres per 100 kilometres.
And if you're driving down the motorway at 90 kilometres an hour, and we know the only person in the world that drives down the motorway at 90 kilometres an hour is me, but should I be doing that, I would expect around 6.5 litres per 100 kilometres to do that. As far as CO2 emissions are combined, you're looking at around 183 grams per kilometre, and it has a CO2 efficiency class of A. Okay, right, well that was possibly a slightly longer than what I actually intended to do. Maybe because I was rambling on too much at the very beginning. But I'll do some more of these campervan talks because it's much easier for me to do it like this. And also I was really disappointed by the... I bought a new camera and incredibly disappointed with the results. There's this thing here. Everybody is saying what a fantastic is this Sony Alpha 6000, and I've gone back to using my old camera. The shake on the films I mean it's horrendous, and because I bought it just before I went away, and I've done almost 100 films using it at Stuttgart, and expecting to have quality like I got with my camcorder, and it's really very, very bad. So I might have to do lots of stuff like this over it. Fortunately, there were things I did with the camcorder, some of which has already been published. Okay, right. Well, I'll also be doing some campervan. I've done in the past, in fact, my campervan talks on other vehicles, and also I'll be doing some of my history stuff as well as campervan chats like this. So, thank you.